Hi friends, my name is Satvik. I have started a new channel called Anthro Education Build Your Life. So friends, I have started this channel to teach you the biology. So the first lesson of biology is cells, its structures and its functions. So friends, first of all, you should know what is a cell. The cell is the basic unit of life. The cell was discovered by the scientist Robert Hooke in the year 1665, as I have told you in the previous class about it. So there are many organelles in the plant cells. So in our body we have some organelles. So these organelles are specified to do some specific functions. So likewise we have some heart. The heart is used in pumping of blood, and we have small intestine. It helps in the several functions. So different organelles are specified to perform different functions. So in the absence of any of the function, our body functions not work, our body functions may stop, and the human may die, and we may die. So, each and every organelle is important in our body. Likewise, in plants, there are some organelles like the plasma membrane, the cell wall, the chloroplast, the cytoplasm, and the Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex or the Golgi body or the lysosomes, the ribosomes, and the endoplasmic reticulum, and the plastids, and the vacuole, and the mitochondria, and the chlorophyll. These all are the organelles of the plant cell. So, in absence of any of the organelle, the functions of the plant cell may not work, and all the functions may stop, and the cell may die. So, in absence of endoplasmic reticulum, the transport of food to all the organelles of the cell may not take place, and the cell may die. In absence of mitochondria, energy may not be transported to all the organelles, and the cell may die. So these all organelles are important in the cell. With the absence of any of the organelle, the cell may die. So friends, this is about the plant cell. The first organelle in the plant cell is called plasma membrane. In our body, we have some protective layers. The first, like the skin, and inside skin we have some muscle, and inside the muscle we have bones. These are all the protective layers of our body. So, in plants, they too have in the plant cell they too have some protective layers, that is called the cell wall. The cell wall is the hard tough layer in which it helps in the protection. Earlier, the scientists believed that it was inactive, but now it is believed to be most important organelle because it was so hard and does not allow any other organelle to pass into the membrane. So, this is about the cell wall. Next, other part is called plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is also called as the cell membrane or selectively permeable membrane. So, we learn about the plasma membrane in our fourth lesson of biology 9th class. So, this cell membrane helps in many ways. So, any substance moving, entering or leaving the cell can do so only through this membrane. So, the functioning of this membrane happens very selectively. Hence, this cell membrane is also called as selectively permeable membrane. This is the functioning of the cell membrane. In detail, I will say in the next class. So, next I am going to say you about the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the fluid-filled substance inside the cell. This cytoplasm helps in the many ways. All the organelles and all the or in the plant cell float in this cytoplasm. And next about Golgi apparatus. This Golgi apparatus is also a main organelle because without the Golgi apparatus the transportation may not occur. So friends, you may got a doubt that this endoplasmic reticulum helps in the transportation of organisms, but without Golgi apparatus transportation may not occur. That is because Golgi apparatus packs and repairs the organisms. So packs and repairs the organisms. If the food is not packed, then the transportation of food, how the transportation of food will occur? So the transportation did not take place when Golgi apparatus is not there, when functional. So Golgi apparatus is also an important organelle in the cell. This is about the Golgi apparatus helps in repair and package of organisms. This is about the Golgi apparatus. Next I am going to say you about the chloroplast. The chloroplast is the most important organelle in the cell, in which without it we human beings are also existed on this chloroplast, because the chloroplast perform the process of photosynthesis, which is the main process which capture light and produce food. This chloroplast contains a pigment called chlorophyll. In this chlorophyll, we contain two substances. One is called grana, and the fluid-filled substance is called as stroma. In this grana, we find the thylakoid membranes. These thylakoid membranes are the trappers are the sites of trapping energy. In this grana, the dark reaction takes place, and the stroma. In this grana, light reaction takes place, and the stroma, dark reaction takes place. This is about the chloroplast. Next I am going to say you about the vacuole. The vacuole is the very big organelle in the cell. That is, the when the plant was born, the vacuole is very small in size. But as the plant grows, the vacuoles fuse to form a single large vacuole. In mature plant cells, we find that the vacuoles may occupy the entire cell space. So this vacuole is such a big size. So this is about the vacuole, and next I am going to say you about the mitochondria. The mitochondria is also an important cell, because in our body there are some powerhouses. There are some powerhouses which stores the power and gives it to the all parts. Likewise, in plants, these mitochondria are called as storehouses of power, because mitochondria stores the energy and gives to the plant when it needs. So they are called as storehouses of energy, powerhouse of energy. So this is about the mitochondria. And one important thing I have to that is, in our body there are some organelle called small intestine. This small intestine has been connected to all the organelles in the cell. So the small intestine gives food to all the organelles in the cell. So the function of Golgi endoplasmic reticulum is such that endoplasmic reticulum transports all the food to the entire different parts of the cell. So this is about the endoplasmic reticulum. There are endoplasmic reticulum are of two types, that is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So rough endoplasmic reticulum are the sites of protein synthesis. The place where we find ribosomes are called as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the place where we doesn't find the ribosomes are called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum are the sites for protein synthesis, that is the ribosomes are sites of protein synthesis, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum are sites for lipids and proteins. This is about the endoplasmic reticulum. Next I am going to say you about the main organelle called nucleus. The nucleus is such a main organelle because without nucleus there is no life, because the nucleus helps in cell division. The nucleus is the barrier of genetic information, that is the genes. So the nucleus contains several types of functions. It is the main organelle in the cell. So it was observed by Robert Brown. I have cited in the previous class. This is about the nucleus. There are many functions of the nucleus. I will teach you about this all organelles later in the next class. So next the organelle is the plastids. The plastids helps in the color in the plants, in the flowers, petals, etc. So that is, in plastids are of three types, that is the chloroplasts, the chromoplasts and the leucoplasts. These chloroplasts are the green color, and these chromoplasts are the different types of colors. In flowers we find only not only green leaves, but also we find different kinds of leaves, different type colors in leaves and flowers, that is red color and the green color. This all helps happens through this chromoplasts in plastids, and these leucoplasts are colorless. This is about the plant cell. There are some similar structures in plant cell and the animal cell. That is, this is the nucleus in the animal cell. In this nucleus, inside we find the genetic material. So the similar structure between these two is nucleus. So these both contain the nucleus. Next, the endoplasmic reticulum. Both contain endoplasmic reticulum and the plasma membrane. It contains the another is important point is this animal cell doesn't contain cell wall but contains cell membrane as the outer membrane as the protective layer, but the plant cell contains cell wall as the protective layer outside. This is the difference between these two. This is one of the difference. This is also plasma membrane contains in both of the cells. This is one of the similarity. And endoplasmic reticulum I have said you. And next, the mitochondria are also present, but one of the main difference is it doesn't contains the chloroplast. It doesn't contains the plastids. It doesn't contain the vacuoles. So most of the organelles are present in plant cell and less organelles are present in animal cells. In animal cells we also find ribosomes and also we also find lysosomes. So one of the organelle I forgot to say you, that is lysosomes. The lysosomes are called as suicidal bags of the cell because the lysosomes contain some destructive enzymes. So at the time of indigestion, these enzymes are released to digest the cell. So at times the lysosomes burst and the enzymes are released to digest the cell. So these lysosomes are called as destructive enzymes. At times of indigestion, these lysosomes digest the cell also. So these lysosomes has confused the scientists several times. It took several years to learn about the lysosomes and to find this particle in the cell. This is about the lysosomes. So this is the one of the similarity. Both contain lysosomes, ribosomes. Both contain the Golgi apparatus. Both contain the cell plasma membrane. Both contain endoplasmic reticulum. Both contain the nucleus. And the difference is it doesn't contain plastids